back. We have another Pacific Northwest Scrim for you here. Shaco Gangplank banned off the start. Shen finally banned. They do remember that Shen is in the game this time, so he will get banned and not played. It was pretty good in last game, but you know, I think Purple Team had a little bit of trouble, fell behind there. So Shen wasn't able to be enough of a factor. Shyvana ban, that's pretty interesting. Don't want that cannon juggling in there. Morgana ban, you know, solid. Another good solid ban. Morgana's just hard to deal with. She's really great in team fights. Even if you have a pretty good lane against her, she's so effective in team fights, you just kind of don't want her on the enemy team. Plus Black Shield. Rough stuff. And a Udyr ban. I do like the Udyr ban, he's pretty strong. Another strong, quick clearing jungler. Don't know if any of the players on these teams are Mundo junglers, so I don't know if we'll see him. So we're probably going to see some more ganking junglers. Now that Otter is gone, I don't know if we're going to see as ridiculous of lineups as we normally typically do see. But they can bring out anything at any point, anytime. They don't have to play straight up. I know Hai was on a big Urgot kick for a while. I haven't seen Urgot yet in any of these games. I think he's kind of been a flavor of the month character. So I was going to go Nocturne, now he's going to go back to Cow again. So he wants to play the jungle Cow, have that CC, roam. Had success last game with his jungle Cow. Fat's going to be breaking out the Lee Sin. It's probably not going to be a jungle Lee Sin, probably going to be a top Lee Sin. Top Lee Sin, very, very strong. Sorry there, Janna, finally a Janna. Like, she's been somehow magically slipping through the cracks every game. But, you know the rules, always be Janna. If you want to win League of Legends games, always be Janna. You know, if you just want to have fun, you know, play Lulu. See how that works out for you. So we have some new characters that have joined us here. We have E5, who I do not recognize, I've not seen before. Ozog, who actually is an old friend of ours, very good player, in and out of League of Legends, but very competitive, great competitive player. I'm Black Yellow is not spectating anymore, he's actually playing, so he will not be joining me anymore. But Satsulo, I believe, is a new player. A Talon pick, haven't seen a lot of Talon recently. And it looks like we're going to see another Ezreal. Imagine Talon might be a counter pick mid. We'll see Ezreal go bottom. Let's see what OP Spartan E5 pick up here. They have to get some a little bit more damage to round out this team. They've seen Ezreal. They could probably try to play against the AD. Although, you know, it could be AP Ezreal. Boscow, if Boscow does stick with that, I imagine he will play AP mid Ezreal, which is possible. I know there was a recent guide that came out that how to win solo queue and it told you to do that. And are we actually gonna really see it? Okay, no, OP Spark, he's trolling me. We're not gonna see a Lulu. If we do, it'll be a sad, sad day. But Janna, you know, Janna can be played AP mid, although I don't like her AP mid. In my opinion, she's kind of garbage. I mean, she can work, but against most teams I've seen her played, it's just you get to late game and you don't have enough damage. And are we gonna stick with the Lulu? Last time, no, we're gonna stick with the Lulu. So we will see AP mid Janna, I believe. It's not gonna be Lulu, but who knows? They can do whatever they want over there in that cute little lane. Lulu actually has Midnight Flash right now, so it actually could be uh, like a mid Lulu. I don't like these lanes at all. What are you doing? Good times. Leona, I would actually really like to see a Leona support if that's what's going to come out of this, because Leona, in my opinion, along with Janna, her ult is one of the biggest, team fight changing kind of ults. That AoE stun is such long range, and it can actually completely turn a team fight. You can stun lock an enemy, a teammate on the enemy for quite a while. So I'm a big fan of that. I'm Blackout picking up Gragas, so we might see a swap. I imagine I'm Blackout and Boss Cow might swap, and Boss Cow might play. But who knows? I mean, I think I'm Blackout might have played Gragas in a previous match. Not 100% sure. Etsu gets to last pick and counter pick, I guess. Who's going where? Nobody knows. Well, they don't have a jungler yet, so it looks like Etsu will be the jungler, unless they're gonna go like old school 2-1-2, which I don't know if we're gonna see yet. Mantheon in the jungle. I almost got to play with a Mantheon in the jungle yesterday, I believe, or maybe 2 days ago, but my Mantheon went AFK, and I was not able to play with Pantheon. Yeah, it was Monday, so I'm interested to see how this Pantheon works out. And no, a quick switch to Blitz. And I actually do like Blitz jungle a lot. Blitz jungle is very, very solid. So Etsu likes to troll me, and he will not let me see the see the Pantheon jungle. That's okay. It's okay, man. I forgive you. You're trying to rob me of happiness. It's okay. It's okay. So how you guys doing tonight? How you guys enjoying some League of Legends games? Maybe playing in the scrims, hopping in and out? How you guys doing? You can hop in and chat at me, yell at me, tell me what's going on. Entertain me while I entertain you, give and take, that kind of fun stuff. Yeah, well, I have Pagliacci pizza here. I wanna eat it, but if I eat it on stream, then you get to hear me chew, and that's no fun. And I could be silent, if you want to have a silent stream too, I could do that too. Just eat, just zoom around on the map, show you guys pretty pictures of people playing. That is viable. That's a viable option as well. I might take that up. So it looks like no swaps of carriers, so Boss Cow will probably be bottom. But who knows with these groups of the way these games are going, you can't really peg anything down. Obviously Ozog, okay, I can't say obviously Ozog is going to be mid. I've seen Janna play mid. I haven't seen Lulu play mid. Maybe we'll see Lulu play mid. I kind of hope not. I don't think she's that great. I don't even like her as a support, honestly. I like her as a support. I mean, I've played her a bit. I like her with Tristana. I think the ult combo with Rocket Jump can be really effective for engaging if you want to engage on someone. Character and Tristana has really good AP ratios. So if you buff her with Whimsy, she actually gets a pretty good benefit out of it. So I like Tristana with Lulu. Otherwise, there's no one else that really screams at me like, yes, with Lulu. I'd pretty much always rather have Janna or Soraka or Soda or something like that. Just how I feel. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I dig it. I mean, I have no experience with it. I've not seen it. Uh, if the kill lane bot is Lee Sin and Graves, and we go for a Janna top, Lulu mid, that would be cute. That would be aggravatingly cute. I don't think that's gonna happen though. I've seen some people on some of the group forums posting pictures of them trolling and playing AD Lulu. I know Donkey played AD Lulu, didn't really like it, didn't end up liking it at all. Did not work out for him, he ended up selling all his items. Looking at the teams, we have some great displacement for Gragas. We have 2 AoE stuns, plus the extra utility stuns from Leona that you can obviously put in there. We have some good AoE damage too, combined with the Gragas ult and all that stuff. I mean, it's a lot of AoE actually from Team Blue, as well as some good single target. Purple has a lot of kite poke. The problem with Purple is I feel like what's going to happen is you're going to hit a point in the game, especially if it gets late, where Purple is just not going to be able to deal damage. Because to me, they don't have enough like really solid carries. Because the problem with Janna and Lulu is they only have 2 damage spells. So even if they scale really good with, like, even if they get items and they're like pretty beefy with AP and stuff like that, like they're the problem becomes is that they don't have a lot of damage output. Janna, you know, her Howling Gale takes time to build up to get maximum damage. Then you have Howling Gale and Zephyr. You have a really good heal and strong bubbles, but you know, what does that really add up to late game when people are critting you for like 600, 700 damage? Your bubble's gone in one shot. Like, it's not that great. Whereas if you have someone like Gragas who's throwing out like 900 damage AoE, you know, displacing barrels with, you know, his other, you know, exploding barrel, you know, he's throwing out explosive casts every like 30 seconds for 900 damage. I mean, that's a lot harder to deal with than Janna's Howling Gale and, you know, an 80% slow for 1 second laser, and, you know, not as big of a deal. There's like a lot of kite poke teamfight potential from Purple, and if they play it right, they could pick off people and win some fights. But I have a feeling they're gonna put on a fun show early, and then Blue's team comp's just gonna carry through. That's what should happen, I would think. Although Soyuruta's been having a tough game today playing as Lulu. I'm interested to see if his talent is on point, if it's solid. Could be, should be. I believe in you. If anybody hasn't had a chance, go and hasn't seen yet, go visit our YouTube channel, youtube.com/RaiseYourWeaponMedia. You'll see that our highlighted video in our playlist actually was on the main page. If you hop into our channel, actually has like over 30,000 views or something now. And it was really just like an outtake from HGL where a player basically purchased, or basically they picked a character. It was out of like, so it wasn't in tournament draft. They basically picked a character that they didn't actually own and didn't know till they told their team and hopped out and said, "Hey guys, I gotta go buy some RP, pick up this character." And apparently, you know, everybody else agreed that it was funny. I'm kind of spoiling it by just basically explaining like that with not a lot of passion, but it was a funny moment. But basically, a lot of people thought it was funny too. Yeah, I think it got up to number 2 on the LOL subreddit. So pretty fun little video. Fun moment, fun for us, I think. I mean, we do a lot of videos, but I mean, even like IPL videos, I mean, they don't get that many views. I mean, people apparently don't like to watch. They'll watch games live, they'll watch some VODs, but they don't get a ton of views unless they're like really power hitting teams like M5 versus TSM or something like that, or M5 versus CLGEU. Otherwise, you don't get that many views for videos like that. But that one view with its like 30,000 views basically is like tripled our total YouTube views. Like, it's pretty cool, pretty fun. The internet is fun, basically, is what I'm saying.
30 seconds until minions.
So, probably going to see an invade, which if you have Alistar, you should invade. That's something that Highwind I do think that he is believes in and is a fan of. So, and they will spot Lulu out. They were spotted by Lulu. They do know this is up. Etsu's going to face check this, possibly. He's going to get pulverized, that's for sure. Oh, no, Highwind's going to whiff it.
Minions have spawned.
Pretty bold move there. Now, see, there's two things. There's two things you can do. Blitzking could come in here, try to pick someone out of this bush, which is very possible. Which they're not going to do. They're just actually going to dive blue whether there's people there or not, which is actually pretty interesting. It's a pretty interesting move. They do have a warrior spot. This grave shouldn't even be here. Like, there's no way on earth that they should not think that they're there. Lulu's gonna get face checked. Stunned, followed by Leona. Ignites. Exhaust going down. Lulu's just, you know, she's bad luck. She's terrible. She's a blight on your team. No one ever picked Lulu. That's what I say. Okay, that's a little harsh. It's a little harsh. I was a little harsh there. But Lulu's haven't, notoriously, these past 2 games, haven't been having good games. No steal. There's an attempted possible steal from Etsu. It's not going to happen. Highwind stealing blue. Rake going down to Etsu, getting caught here, but I'm Blackout taking a pretty bad path. I don't think he has his mana shield back up yet. Great flash out of Highwind's Pulverize. Will Highwind ever get to land a Pulverize? Stay tuned. We'll find out eventually. I'm sure he'll land one at some point during this game. So yeah, we're going to see Lulu mid. Fun times. But it's okay because I actually like Janet Graves better than... if anything, throw Lulu mid. I don't care. Get her out of the bot lane. I feel like a Lulu hater. I actually played her a lot recently and won all my games with her, so maybe I need to get out of these games and play support and show people what's up. So when I play support these days, I don't know if people agree with me or they're listening, but I typically go... I actually don't take flash. I actually go double. I go heal, exhaust typically. Blitzcrank having a little trouble in the jungle up there, although he was low. But I typically actually go heal, exhaust on all my supports now. Janet can definitely get away with it. She has a lot of escape mechanisms. Howling Gale, obviously everybody knows that. Janet's really hard to catch. But even on Lulu, I've been able to run it, and you can actually win bot lane in a lot of engagements and trades pretty hard if you have the right matchups and lane matchups. It's a good shot, good farming by E5 here. I actually like his play so far. Doing a good job farming under a turret. That Howling Gale was not actually too good. It's actually going to deny him a CS. Highwind barely able to pick up that blue. I can't believe he didn't feed it to iBlackout. He didn't need a second blue. He was probably really low and panicked and wasn't paying attention. iBlackout should have stole that, or maybe iBlackout threw his barrel or something. I didn't quite see what went down in that exchange. But typically if you steal the opponent's blue and you go for your blue, then you want to feed it to your AP carry mid. Give him an advantage, you know, especially if it's a Cassiopeia or something like that. I mean, Gragas can obviously use a blue very well. And it looks like they didn't clear out blue, so neither team knows if blue is gone. That's what it kind of looks like to me. Etsu charging here, checking the blue. So they're going to have the blue timer. It's an interesting bug that Highwind is flashing at the when I don't have full view on. And they're trying to bait in to Gragas here, but Gragas will be able to ninja away from this, I'm pretty sure. Slow just barely missing. And they don't really have enough damage to back up. Like, you're not gonna, there's not enough burst damage in Lulu. I mean, Etsu has the true damage from the red, and his pull. I mean, Highwind's like budget juggling right here. He's pretty much like been at low life this whole entire time. Janet Graves doing a good job against this Ezreal Leona lane. I actually like this. Leona, you have to get some kills with her to pay off, otherwise she's not worth it. And she's another character that requires a lot more effort, and in a little bit of trouble. There's the knockup. Has to be able to dodge this grab. Actually decides to stun in to try to get a kill. And they're focusing on to Ozog, but they're not going to be able to pick him up. Arcane Shift over the wall, and they will pick it up. Boscow making a tough decision right there, making sure that he gets a kill, but he's going to pay for it with a double kill, I'm pretty sure here. And yes, he will. E5 picking up that kill, so advantage purple in that trade right there. Smart trades. Talon getting a little bit of pressure here, but Talon actually not doing too bad against this Lee Sin. Let's check their farm, 13 to Lee Sin's 38, so I take it back. So actually having a hard time here. He's not having a hard time in life, but as far as farm goes, he's not doing too well. Looks like he was sent back because he has bought already. Lee Sin and has gone back as well, but has a kill so to his name. So advantage there for purple. And how's the Mistress of Pain Lulu doing mid? Actually ahead in CS on Gragas, so haha. I'm hoping OS Spartan. I mean, I hope he has like some. I hope this Lulu works out in some shape or form. I'm still not sold yet. I'm hoping he can prove me so this becomes a little bit more interesting. And yeah, finally clearing out that blue buff is Ozog for his team, so they actually will have the blue buff timer. Meanwhile, Highwind will not actually have the blue buff timer. Even though they went and stole it, they did not attempt to clear it out. So they will have an advantage there. I kind of find with attack animations that I actually have trouble with Pix's helping damage, and Explosive Cast completely whiffing. Highway coming in, whiffing another Pulverize, but he will hit the headbutt and the last auto attack, and they will pick up the kill. Good patience there, not trying to kill steal. And it's an Explosive Cast. I always hate when those Explosive Casts miss. I've done that before myself. You see the Talon trying to escape and just barely dies with an Ignite top. It's always painful. It's like, oh, I think I just barely lived. Nope. Chuck Testa. Okay, that was shameful. I'm sorry. Chuck Testa joke out of nowhere, I'm sure. I feel bad about it too. I feel dirty too. It's okay. It'll be okay. Etsu doing a lot of good attempts at counter juggling, but it's not working against Highwind. Highwind's juggle passive is pretty solid. He's picking up kills. He's ahead of Etsu in farm now. You know, Blitzcrank not the best, counter juggler or clear. He's okay, but you have to get ganks early, otherwise he really falls off. His clear speed's not that great. A little bit of lull in action here. Talon's gonna get a little bit of breathing room to farm. Well, Lee Sin's already gone back, already bought his Wriggles Lantern. Talon's bought Ninja Tabbies in response to his being behind top lane. Looks like Highwind's gonna go in. Already has the juggle timer on red, so he's gonna have that cleared out for himself. Always good news. And down bottom, Graves 52 to 38 for Boscow. Boscow getting out CS down here pretty heavily, but wow, that was a great timed Howling Gale coming in there. E5 turnaround, focusing on Boscow. There the ult comes in. Boscow trying to run out of this. He is not level 6. He will get picked up Ignite actually onto E5, but he does not care about this E5, this Graves Janna lane. Janna OP. Bot lane's tryhard. Believe it. And Ascender asking if we're doing scrims. We probably will still be doing scrims after this. We are in scrim number 3 of the Pacific Northwest Scrims if you are just tuning in. So stick around. We probably will do another one, I believe. Highway getting grabbed out here, popped in, executed by Lee Sin. Does not pop his ult in time. Explosive Cast coming in just a little bit late. Etsin's going to come in here, clear out blue, and try to steal it probably. And OP Spartan coming in here to support this. He supports this message. And I'm Blackyall in full retreat here. Actually gets put into a little cute little squirrel. I guess. And Execute coming in, kicked out. Oh, pulled out actually. Sick teamwork by Purple. And this is the kind of thing they need if they want to win this. Team Comp's not going to win it for them alone, but it looks like they're winning their lanes and looking pretty strong here as we move into the late mid game. Pings go down, bottom pressing hard against the bottom turret. Things looking up for the purple team, despite the team comp disadvantage. Sorry, I'm back. Hopped out there for a second. And Fat trying to trying to track down Talon. Talon's gonna come and silence him really quickly. And oh, from behind comes Etsu. The sandwich is on. Alt Pop trying to escape out of this, but he's not going to be able to do it. Ignite coming down. Safeguard onto Etsu, which will be able to save him. Good job there. Meanwhile, Graga's picking up a kill, rotating bottom, the 4-man gank. And E5 is going to back off out of this. But Blue should be able to pick up Dragon, which will help them get back into this game. They are down about 2k at this point, about 4 kills. Lulu needs to not waste her time for dragons. So this is the key thing, you know, people need to realize that dragons are good and they seem like a huge objective, but if you can just like stay in lane and farm, it's also just as good. Unfortunately, they're going to pick up a kill. The quick drop from E5 coming and sneaking a kill off of them. There's not going to be any stuns here. E5, I don't know what he's thinking running down bottom, but it's cute. Now we have Lulu and Etsu on the hunt. I don't know if this is actually going to work out for Highwind. He should be able to be grabbed. Flashes, great flash actually by Highwind. That was clutch. Well, not necessarily clutch, but it was smart. Good reading of his opponent, knowing that the pull was going to come, getting to safe distance, not being lazy about it, because he would get pulled in and killed if he did get pulled in. Fat waiting here for the blue buff. Possibly catch a wandering player tracking through the jungle. Which again, if you always see a lane missing, always be careful in these situations. I know a lot of times in blue, if you see someone go blue and you're mid, it's actually good. You can actually, if you're ahead and you think you have good burst damage like a Cassiopeia or a Rise, you can actually sit in this bush here. And typically most blues will be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to take the shortest path back to lane because I'm lazy. They come and they just face check you in the brush and you kill them. So if you're ever doing buffs like that or any buffs late game and you see a lane missing, always do take a safer path if you can. Fat's still taking on Saruda under his turn, even though he is low, and he just wants to kill at this point. I'm pretty sure Dragon King comes in, safeguards away, eating a turret shot. Wow, that safeguard is strong. I don't know if I'm Black Hill's going to be able to catch Fat. He's trying to. Great safeguard juke right there, and he should be able to escape. There should be one little body slam, but easily going to be juked. But uh-oh, here we come. Etsu back in. Great body slam to dodge that, but he will get popped up by Etsu. That great chase ability, and look at OP. Look at that chunking action. Pretty sweet right there. Still not buying the Lily yet. I'm sorry. It's good, but it's not good. So let's look at this. Pix is doing about 260 damage off of a level 3. Health Pix is doing 360 damage. Yeah, I mean it's only a 360 damage nuke. It's not like there's no damage after that. It follows the person and gives you vision, but yeah. I don't know. That burst, there's no burst damage there. Her ult is getting plus 62 health, which whatever. And there's no boost to Whimsy at all. Quick little engagement here. Explosive Gas comes in, trying to deal a lot of damage. All comes in on Lisa. That is a big blind monk right there. That's some serious business. And Highwind getting caught out here. Talon coming in, trying to do his job, assassinating OP Spartan. OP Spartan trying to whimsy himself to escape. He's not going to be able to. Rake should come in and pick up the kill. And it's just going to be barely out of range. Etsu is going to be the next target right now, trying to juke out. He will actually juke out of this. And now Fat is on patrol. Actually can take Saruda pretty easily. Will we see the engagement on here? Whimsy back out of the fight. Great kiting and baiting onto Saruda, trying to pick up a kill. He's not going to be able to do that. Bleed effect's not going to be enough to pick up Etsu. And two really low characters here. And no kills to show for it. That is unfortunate. You can see him flashing right on the right hand of the screen here. Never any fun. Fat's also going to clear out blue so he can get the blue ward timer and and they will not actually have that on blue's team. Meanwhile, bottom going as usual, 114 CS to 100. So Ezreal not, he's not too far behind there, except for the fact that Graves has 4 kills. Looks like Graves is going to go straight up Infinity Edge. Meanwhile, Ezreal might go Bloodthirster. He's behind, so that could be what he's going for here. or what he decides to go with. And 2 mana pots from Graves. I don't know if that's a misbuy or that's like a serious play here. I might have missed it earlier, but typically do not see Graves players need to go mana pots or have 2. Maybe he bought them earlier on and they've kind of been sticking around. He hasn't been using them, he forgot about them. Whatever. Fat is owning Saruta top lane at this point. He's going to basically pull another Nidalee. And actually great Sonic Wave over the wall for the resonating strike. That was pro. I mean, he has a little bit of vision of it. I mean, if you look here, I actually think he has full vision. Yeah, actually had full vision up there, so I actually could see him. I thought he actually lost vision and just guessed at one point. But Lisa and real terror top for reals. And a big engagement down here going. Five's already picked up a kill onto the enemy carry. Trying to switch over to... What is his name? What is his name? Let's get this right. Satsulo? Yeah, let's go Satsulo. Blitzcrank actually picking up a kill on a Gragas mid. That's pretty unexpected. And Blue's having a really rough time this game. You know, I liked their team comp, but they're down about 11 kills at this point. Etsu doing his best job roaming around here, picking up kills. Blitzcrank with that Sheen, so he actually has a lot of burst damage, especially with his charged up Fist of Doom. Power Fist. Hitting like a Space Marine Terminator right there. Ripping cars apart. You know how Blitzcrank do. He was behind early, but he's coming on strong as we get later in the game because just the rest of blue team's not doing that well. Lee Sin's 8-0-1. Graves is 5-0-0. Blitzcrank's 3-0-7. I mean, Lulu and Janna are the only ones feeding at this point, but it's okay if your support dies. Lulu really needs to pull something off here. Show me why she would mid. Because at this point, any other AP character pretty much would have been better mid. I would take Blitzcrank mid at this point. Lulu 107 CS. Gragas only at 77, so I'm Black Elf's pretty underfarmed. Purple's going to pick up another dragon here, pull even further ahead. They've reached that 7k, that magical mark, where after they buy gold, they have that advantage in items on their opponents. Their team fights could be way stronger than blue. Blue's going to need a lot more sustained DPS to try to pull through. Silo has that Oracles, but unfortunately Oracles not let you see into brush. He's going to be face-checked. Lots of slows and pop-ups coming down. Throwing down his ult, trying to protect himself. Highman going in with the headbutt, trying to protect his teammate. Shriela's dribbling to get out of this. Probably should have done that earlier to try to protect Silo. He's getting pulled back in. Silo's down for the count. Silo is out. Cool death animation, but that's all you're going to be left with so far. Leone again, has to get kills early, otherwise she's just too squishy. As you get into the late game, her ults and her stun capabilities are still good. Talon running the wrong way, buddy. This is not a place to farm. It's still just waiting here. Lulu just face checking, obviously, because there is a surrender. And that's smart because we have a lot of scrims going on. This is for fun. This is just a scrim, so expected kind of surrender there. It's good sportsmanship. Just simply, hey, we've lost. Let's not drag this out. Let's get some more scrims, more games in. Let some more people play, which is respectable. I can respect that.